Welcome to the podcast.
Welcome to the Brokast.
Episode 4.
Yeah, the show Broke Bros that break stuff. My name is Jack.
I'm Caden.
Jack. This is Caden. You guys
are
goofy.
What's your name?
What's your name, boy?
What's your name?
What's your name?
My name's Seth. Let's go.
And today we got the records, the music records. We started out with the music. We're gonna break some music today, boys.
We got keep fit and be happy.
Yes. Hey, let's show them
the cover art.
Yes.
Dude, the fitness.
For all you audio listeners out there, you won't be able to see shit. Oh, freak. Alright, so here's keep fit, be happy.
Just a bit of like, if anybody likes vinyls out there, just ruin them a little bit. Every episode.
Every episode.
Yep. Alright, I'm gonna break these. You guys can break those.
All right.
In whatever way.
Yep, whatever way you
possible. No, that's very risky.
not the clock. Not the clock. Dude, this is actually.
I didn't think it burst like that.
Yeah.
All right.
Calm down.
Not the clock, bro. No.
Where did numbers go?
What the number though?
What the dog doing?
We lost 4.
Enough of the chaos.
Yeah.
Enough of the chaos.
Yep.
Let's get
Alright.
civil. Let's get civil.
So,
All right.
how's it going, guys? How's the week been? Give me that.
Doing all right. We're getting some
Give me
nice
that.
warm weather out here.
Yeah.
Hot.
Warm.
Hot.
I got
Early
my
June.
AC for the first time in probably over a year.
Early June, talking about 88, 90 degrees.
I mean, 90 tomorrow.
Jeez.
Southern Michigan, man.
Yeah, dude.
It's like
crazy.
a bipolar girlfriend. One day it's
Yeah.
freezing and raining. The other day it's 90 degrees hot outside and muggy. You
Yep.
never know what
Last
you're gonna
week
get.
we had a high of like what is it? 40,
45, 50,
55. Yeah.
something like that.
Michigan bipolar weather.
Yeah,
Yes,
they do be
literally.
bipolar though.
It's crazy how back and forth it goes.
Nothing new here. Nothing new here.
Nope.
It's been hotter for sure, though.
Yeah.
Oh,
It
yeah.
definitely is getting up there.
You got the pool open?
Sheesh.
That's how I know it's summertime.
Yeah, it could be summertime. And this has nothing to do with summer, but we're gonna be answering some would you rathers today. Here.
Good transition.
That's
very
quite
smooth.
seamless.
Yes.
Nothing to do with this, but
Absolutely off topic.
So, I've got my computer here.
Got 12 of them?
Yep, I've got 12 would you rather questions. They start off a little tame, and then they get a little
more interesting.
they get a little more interesting as we go.
All right.
So the first question we have here
Better
is
be mildly entertaining.
yes, you guys better smash like right now.
Free Wi-Fi.
Free Wi-Fi.
Get free
anywhere you
Wi-Fi
go?
anywhere you go.
All right, number one.
All right. Would you rather be
My bad, bro.
Would you rather be a genius and know everything, or be amazing at any? Shut up.
The podcast.
All right. Would you rather be a genius at everything, or be great at any activity? Like you just pick up anything instantly.
Like athletically?
Just like
just
any
any activity.
activity. Is that what any activity you tried, you did amazing at?
Oh,
So it's
it'd be hard to get a job.
being like the most athletic in the world versus being
Well, no, not even
Having
The
most
most
brains?
adaptable.
Yeah, the most adaptable person, or just the smartest person of all time.
I think being the smartest has its downsides. Because
Yeah.
I think you could definitely get like a good position or like a really good job that pays well, or like fame from it even.
It's a
but
bit
you,
of a strange
you know,
question though, because picking up things quickly can
Would
also be
also lead to
associated with
fame.
knowledge.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think
Yeah,
I think that
Next.
having no.
No.
I think that having that much knowledge could definitely be a curse.
Oh, I get it. So you start by default with everything in your head,
yeah,
Yeah.
but you can
Oh.
also pick things up fast.
yeah.
Exactly.
No, or it's either or.
So
Yes, I'd probably do the picking things up fast.
I think so
I would
too.
rather not know everything about like that's just
And you'd be, I don't know, you just kind of be a know-it-all.
Torture.
I feel like it'd be hard to keep your mouth shut after knowing everything.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
just, how much you'd know and just having to walk around and hear people talk, run their mouths like they do already, and just having to hear that and know that they're wrong.
but the Jeopardy money.
Mm.
Go on
Jeopardy
like
money
a
would be
year-long
good, but
winning
then you
streak.
get targeted.
Dude, no, you go to like, ooh, there's a cowboy.
Ooh.
No, you could win literally like any game show.
Yeah.
Exactly, but then that's
Wanna be
what
a millionaire?
But would you
know,
enjoy the money?
Yes.
That's.
I
you know,
mean-
you probably feel like you cheated
Actually,
after a while.
Yeah, I think.
But if you can't adapt to using what you buy, then
Yeah.
I think knowing everything is kind of torture.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
yeah,
I don't.
yeah.
I wouldn't want to know
I mean,
everything.
it's not like you're God and you can see everything. It's
Yeah.
just like all.
And the
known
thing with-
knowledge.
you just
And the
know
thing with like,
Like
especially like
predicting
how our
stuff.
minds work, if you know everything, you're kind of done.
yeah.
If your wisdom's tapped out, that's kind of what the rest of life's for, is for learning and experiences. So if you've tapped out on your experiences and like, or not necessarily experiences, but your knowledge, it's kind of like, I don't know, life could be a lot more stagnant because there's no more learning.
Yeah, that one's
But
easy
with
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah.
learning new stuff, you're constantly
Yeah.
getting better
You
at
know,
everything.
yeah.
So
You know what I value more than money? Knowledge.
knowledge.
Number two.
Here in my garage.
Here in my garage.
So we all agree on we would all choose like you pick up activities super easily.
Yeah.
More fun.
Yeah, that would just
Better
make
life.
that'd make life a lot more interesting.
Entertaining at least.
Yeah. So there's that one. Number 2, would you rather be the richest person in the world or be immortal?
Immortal, not at all. I'd definitely
No,
rather be
richest
rich.
person.
Immortal is
Easy.
kind of the same thing with knowledge, where you'd have to watch everything you ever knew and loved die.
Yeah.
Never dying
kinda
is
cool, though.
worse.
It's
Yeah.
terrible.
So
it's a
bad.
punishment. When being rich can have a more frivolous life.
I really
mean,
want to meet someone that wants to be immortal.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I don't understand the reasoning
Psychopath.
behind it.
Because like I mean
The only way I could see it is if you took like on a superhero
There's
like
carnage everywhere.
persona. Because if it was like if you knew you couldn't die,
He said-
what would you do with it? Because it's immortal.
there
Like
you go.
if nothing ever happened to you, immortal's just you just live to be forever. But can you still die, or is
Yeah.
that just it? Because if it's just immortal and no one can kill you, you just come back every time. That's kind of superhero. But it's like, would you take the risk of like being a somewhat superhero to live forever? Because you can just take just about every fight.
Screw that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that's the only side.
Like-
but then if you have money, you can also be a superhero. You just turn it
Yeah.
back.
But you could also be the most poor person in the world with immortality.
Exactly.
When I think
because it doesn't get you anywhere.
yeah, when I think of like being immortal like this, I think of just like you live forever. Like you can die, but you won't die from old age. That's how I see it, at
can
least.
die from. So what I was saying, were like if
Okay.
you get shot in the head, you'll
Yeah.
you'll die, but you never die from old age. You
Yeah.
just continue life unless you get killed.
I think immortal is more along the lines of not ever.
You
being
cannot-
able to-
Yeah,
can't
that's
die.
what that's what I
Oh, okay.
associate it with.
It's like
So it'd be a
Deadpool.
superhuman
Yeah.
ability.
But with the money, like once you're on top, there's
You
people,
stay there
there's,
to protect
there's
you.
fake people
Yeah.
And with the immortality, it's not like people know.
Big mitts, bro.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah. No, I
You
think,
can actually like have good connections if you're immortal, but
Yeah.
then you're immortal.
You
and
just
you
be.
see
I think
people die.
you'd just be a lab rat for the rest of your
You
life.
see everybody
I mean,
die.
either way, you can probably change the world, but
Yeah.
I think
Regardless, yeah, it's definitely a
Money.
life altering.
money,
cash,
bags.
Go.
All right, we're just blazing
Going
through these.
through
we got
these.
we gotta
Too
get
easy.
Yeah, we gotta get to the
The good
more,
ones.
All right. Would you rather lose the ability to speak or the ability to hear?
I like the ones that are both bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but this one, it's like equally as bad. Would you rather lose the ability to speak or hear?
Speak.
Yeah, I
That-
think
that
I
one's
think
easy.
I don't know.
I think
really.
I would choose speak.
I think because it's which one would you rather lose?
Yeah.
Yeah, because then your intellect
I mean-
is still intact.
There's like- there's
and because the
sign
thing is,
language. Sign
if you lose hearing, even if you still have the ability to speak, you'll sound like you have earmuffs on. You don't know what you're saying, and that's
Yeah.
when you sound like you're yelling. Strange words. Because with people who are deaf, if they've been born deaf and they don't know how to pronunciate, it's like definitely interesting to hear. But if it's just you can't speak, there's obviously sign language, and you can still hear the other person, still acknowledge what's going on. I think hearing's just definitely a lot more, I don't know, useful. But what about vision? Would you rather have hearing or vision?
Vision. That one's pretty
Yeah,
vision?
yeah, because sign language and just sight in
It's
general.
kind of dope
but
being blind, though.
yeah,
I saw this.
Because it
No,
heightens
I mean,
the rest of your abilities as well.
It
You
heightens
become
all
almost a
the rest of your
superhero.
senses.
Yeah.
I saw this video. I don't know if like Paralympics happened recently or anything, but I saw this video. This dude that ran 11.2 for the 100, which is pretty decent.
That's pretty
as
good.
far as like collegiate, it's all right. But
Right.
the dude, I think he was like 20 something, completely blind.
Really?
Dude was blind. He had a guy, his like trainer or whatever, run
Yeah.
right next to him.
Oh, so we know where he was going.
Yeah,
That's
it was
cool.
Really cool.
Yeah, so that's what I'm
sick.
saying, where it's
How
like
a dude supposed to train, have that much coordination, and not even see?
no, and that's what I think is just so interesting about being
it's just
blind.
like
is like
muscle memory, though.
Yeah.
how much your outlook can change without ever having to worry about impressing anyone with your looks, ever having to find you never have to worry about your future spouse and like their looks, because you would know people for who they are and not what they look like, and I think that's.
You have to have a lot of trust to be blind in him.
Yeah, I think it's. I don't know. I think it's a really powerful thing, but overhearing, I think.
What's the sense you value the most?
For me, it's tied between
Touch.
hearing and sight.
I don't think I would be that upset
I
if I
think-
lost my sense
I think
of touch.
smell is a really good one.
It'd be
I think,
dangerous because you can't feel pain. You know?
Yeah,
You
because
never know.
I
Yeah.
think pain's important.
Stage 4 cancer, you didn't even know it.
Exactly. I don't know, because
Boy just ran up on him.
Because I think with smell, like jokes aside, like you associate, but you associate so much stuff with smell, and I think like going outside and breathing, fresh air, or smelling, what's for dinner, and sometimes I don't know. I think smell is something that we take for granted sometimes. That
Olfaction? Yeah.
No,
for sure.
just like the new car smell, the fresh cut grass, just
The
all these
lake.
little smells. Just nostalgic smells, and I think that's where a lot of nostalgia comes from, for me at least. If I smell something, just driving or walking down the road or something like that, you just smell something, you're like instantly reminded of something
Dude,
like that.
speaking of that, last night I woke up at 5 a.m. because I had to go to the bathroom, and
1 or 2.
one. And I take a pee and then I go to wash my hands. We put new soap in our bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
It had this smell. It smelled. I couldn't put a finger on it or
Never can.
name it.
Yeah.
No, I couldn't do it
Just
or
last
in the
night.
morning.
Yeah.
But I woke up and then I washed my hands again, just in that same bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
Trolley gummy worms.
The sour ones?
Really?
It smells like if you
Just like it?
Yeah, it smells exactly like
Wow.
them. It was so weird.
That's a good smell.
Because
That's a good smell.
it was because our grandma would always take us to the
dollar
dollar store,
Oh,
and then I'd always
you guys
get those.
gummies.
I'd always get those, and it smelled exactly like them. It just I was like, I had the soap in my hands. I was going, what is that? And then
Yeah, that's all I'm saying about how powerful those smells can be, and
Yeah.
just how much memories you can associate it with.
I probably value hearing the most.
I think
Yeah.
especially with music and just you always
especially
hear
music, yeah.
people who are overseas or like haven't seen their family members in forever, or even just long distance relationships. It's like I want to hear your voice again, and it's definitely
Voice, baby girl.
It's really difficult to zone one out to find the best one, because to zone one out, you kind of have to imply to yourself that all the other ones are gone.
Yeah.
And there's no way you can live with one sense.
no.
Because like
I
if
don't
you have
know.
to choose
Interconnected.
one,
The only one I think you could survive with is touch. I think.
you'd die if you didn't have touch.
Yes, I think you'd have to have touch because you'd have to know what's hot and what's cold. You'd have to know where you're safe and where you're not. You can read sign language if you can feel fingers, or there's Braille as well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if you were, it's like a Helen Keller situation, but imagine if she couldn't feel. She'd kind of just be lifeless.
You
Just
can't
be a
read
husk
Braille
of
if you
a
can't hear.
I think associating, not feeling, I think complete body numbness. Because think about not feeling, because you can feel your joints move. You can feel, your headaches. You can feel, your
just,
heartbeat in your chest. Feeling nothing, you would be completely limp, I feel like.
You
'cause
go to
wouldn't know
you
what
go to
to control.
run. You go to run, and then you're just running on your ankles.
Exactly, because you don't feel anything.
That'd be
Because that's the only thing you can control is your feel.
Yeah, you die pretty quick. If you
Yeah.
Yeah, because
If
you just
you're out
kind of
in the
lay there
wild.
because you wouldn't know what you're controlling and what you're not. You just kind of flex everywhere.
That
It's really important, and people always lack of a better term, they bitch about pain, but pain is it's such a gift.
Yeah, honestly, it's something you need. I think.
I cannot decide. It's really freaking tough.
I think
All of them are
I
pretty
think I would
important.
definitely choose hearing though.
Have you ever heard of that dude that can run like 50 miles without breaking a sweat? That dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw
It's
that.
crazy.
It's a problem,
I don't know
right?
how that happens. Like there has to be
That'd be
some sort
so
of
unhealthy.
deficiency, or
No, he has like a genetic disorder that's like in his favor, and he wins all these long distance marathons.
that's another thing. Like for breathing, like I think it'd be really cool to have like just massive lungs that somehow still fit in your chest, where you wouldn't have to worry about
It's
breathing.
just
so
like
can
you
go
take
underwater
out you
for a
take
long
out
time.
your rib cage.
Yeah.
And then it just like it doesn't protect anything.
Somebody
and
punches
then,
you.
Yeah, and then somebody punches you. And then
Dude, speaking of that, I gotta say, you guys, I think I told Jack about it, but Wim Hof, does that ring a bell?
Yep. Is the breathing dude, the ice dude.
The ice
What?
dude.
that
yeah.
goes in cold water.
It's a lot like what we did.
That dude's crazy.
When we used to hold our breath underwater.
yeah.
So I think Jack got up to like 220 breath hold underwater. I've been doing that breathing for about a few months now, maybe two and a half.
Yeah.
I got up to 4.5 minutes.
Oh yeah, you told me
Man,
about
that's
that.
crazy.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
That's
Breath
actually
hold.
insane.
Because what's the name of the David Blaine
It's
who was
just-
able to get
yeah.
like
Yeah.
It's just like
It was
anything
like 30
else.
minutes.
30 minutes, which is ridiculous. Because I don't understand what it's doing. Is it just
Just
are you able
training.
to just get more oxygen?
It's just a training.
and just
yeah,
hold on
it's,
to it
it's
longer?
training your lungs.
You can metabolize better, right?
Ian knows
That's-
because they do that in swim. Like
Right,
they do
yeah.
the
Breath
same
hold all the
thing.
time.
I think
And,
it's really interesting that you can grow something like that, or like train it at least.
And
'Cause-
it's not moving and using.
Yeah.
Your body uses too much of your oxygen at one time. You have to learn to isolate it.
and
to
slow it
just,
down.
like,
Right,
yeah,
yeah.
slow down your body.
Right.
Yeah.
And now,
'Cause-
ever since I've done that, whenever I do cardio of any sort,
You're fine.
I don't have to breathe much.
Really?
Like my heart's the only thing keeping me because my heart starts to beat fast, but I'm
And then
I'm
you
still
know
just
you
like,
need to slow down.
Yeah,
I'm still just chilling as far as my lungs
that's
go.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I wish I would have known that all across country. I would have wanted to see how it would have changed the season if I would have trained my lungs better.
Well, I think also just running.
yeah, because
we
I
Helps a
didn't really
lot.
have a lot of trouble with breathing, but it's like imagine if you did like you could have gone harder at least.
It's
Yeah.
really tough. As far as I know, the heart is like the toughest thing to train.
Yeah,
'Cause
I don't even know.
always
how.
beating.
Because it's
You
just
can't really like
because
isolate it.
you'd stress it out if you work too hard, and if you don't
Yeah.
do enough, then it starts to get in worse shape. So it's a really weird like happy medium that I don't. Have you known if there's like any studies on it,
What?
like training your heart? I've never heard of that.
I mean, yeah, the training
Besides just,
effect is
like,
like you got to
cardio.
get into a certain zone to where the heart is not just going crazy, like not too fast,
Yeah.
but it's also
not at rest.
at a speed where it stretches the muscle. So
Yeah.
like
Right.
the heart has to be stretched so it's larger, and also the walls get thicker too, and they develop more. But it's freaking tough to train that.
yeah, I bet.
I don't know where we got. Let's go.
All right. Next question: would you rather have penis-sized nipples or a nipple-sized penis?
Dude, I hate this
Dude, that was
question.
a
Why?
deep one.
I hate this
We
question.
were doing so
We're getting
good.
into it.
You can't. You can't. Not
I don't want
man.
either.
It's,
We gotta answer though. We gotta answer.
I mean, it's a classic. It's a classic question.
Man.
I mean, whose nipples?
I could not survive.
It's like just like your nipples.
Oh,
Just
I
like,
think it sounds really dangerous to constantly have rug burn on your nipples from wearing
I
shirts.
couldn't take it.
Yeah,
That would
no.
be a
I couldn't
living
live with
hell.
myself.
I
So,
would
I would just have to be
definitely bite the
asexual.
bullet.
Let's just say, I don't know.
I would have to be asexual.
Yeah.
I would just never
I
marry.
think
or
nothing.
never-
Yeah.
dude,
I
I'd
think
take
nothing.
the penis-sized nipples. I have 3 penises. Imagine that. You'd have 3 penises.
How could you live with yourself?
I don't know.
Or you just cut them off? I mean,
I
are you
mean,
allowed to cut them
I
off?
just-
You
Assume
could,
the-
you could, you definitely could.
If that's the case,
top
then
surgery.
You can't
Yeah.
cut off. Oh, you can't like.
a whole genital. Yeah, I don't know.
No, you can definitely
nipple-
get surgery.
There's definitely
to
surgery
cut
I know,
it
for
but
off.
a
a
nipple.
nipple-sized penis, you can't have surgery.
Because it
for that.
imagine
I'm
it just
saying,
be fat,
yeah,
like
penis-sized
tissue.
nipples.
Oh yeah, you can.
Yeah, so you could definitely, that would definitely be the best choice, I would say, because who the hell cares about nipples? Like, other than like
I
for
don't know.
girls,
I mean,
Still, I
like
don't-
for
I
children.
Think, I think we're underestimating it.
Yeah.
Because the nipples, like, even though they're very strange and they're not even meant to be there for males,
Yeah.
yeah.
like they really provide a lot of symmetry and just
Balance.
the human shape.
Yeah,
So
but like, let's say you cut them off, and then they kind of look like regular nipples, but they're just
no,
bigger.
you'd have mad scars. No way.
Yeah.
No, just like you just cut them like that, like in
I
a
don't
surgery
know.
type thing.
I still
where
think
they
it'd
like
be-
stitch it
Dude,
all
you can
back
just get
up.
breast implants. How about that?
There you go.
Just fill them out.
Or just
Full
work out to
mommy
the point where it's
milkers.
completely full.
full
Yeah.
body milkers.
Okay, we answered the question. Let's
Yeah.
continue.
Wait, no. What did we end
Penis
up?
for nips. Just
Yeah,
cut it
we
off.
just- yeah.
All right. Yeah. All right. Next one. All right. Would you rather slap or punch? What is it? A saguaro cactus, like a regular like cactus you find in the
I
desert.
think
Would
punch
you rather?
because you'd be flexed up, so it wouldn't enter your like fingers as
Yeah, I
much.
mean, it would. Yeah, but
And you
yeah.
also have more bone and, like,
first.
strong-
Bone
yeah.
first.
Because a slap would be like, especially with how much you move your hand. That
Would
hurt
you
a
call
lot.
it saguaro?
Yeah, that was the thing.
That's
I
just
found
this
that,
cactus, right?
Yeah, it's just a big
Yeah.
one. I think. It's like
That one, right?
7 foot tall one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, yeah, definitely if you punch
I mean,
it.
as hard as you can.
Yeah, if you punch it, I mean, if let
You
me
get
think about
through
this.
it.
Let me think about this.
Yeah.
because
through it.
yeah, you'll go to the middle, which is
The juice.
Juice. The
which
water.
isn't bad at all.
Wawa.
But it has to like
No,
implant.
you're not getting far on those
No,
spikes.
it's probably like a leather outside
yeah,
to
you're not
stopping
gonna
it.
punch
So
through it.
All right, well,
I'd punch it.
Let's say you either like, yeah, I don't know.
I mean, how you supposed to slap it?
because slap it, you could probably go through a lot of your tissue.
Yeah.
Right through, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Riddle me
That
this:
is
would
true.
you rather climb up it or slide down it?
Oh,
Oh no, I would definitely rather slide down it. No,
I think I'd rather climb up.
because it's shorter. It's a lot shorter. If you get me to the ER in
Yeah, that's
time,
true, that's true.
if you get me to the ER in time, I'll be fine. But if you have to climb up that thing, you're going for like
yeah, and I guess you have to support more weight
Yes.
going up.
Yeah.
yes.
You kind of just have to let.
Just
go.
imagine the whole body like curl and then just
Yeah, you have
slide
to,
all
like,
the way
wrap your-
down. Right. But I also feel like if you just have it all tucked in one spot, you could keep climbing or like use your nails or something like that. I don't know. Or
No,
something like
just the needle goes right underneath your fingernail.
Oh!
Make you cringe a little bit.
that sounds terrible. That'd be enough to make you stop.
So, would you rather slide down it?
I'm sliding down.
I think
I'm
I
sliding
think the
down
quick
and punching.
pain.
Yeah.
Slide down and just punch it on the top.
I don't know what they look like. Can we pull up a picture?
It's just a normal cactus.
Yeah. It's just
I think it's just the cartoon cactus that's like
Yeah.
this, where it's just the
I've
thicker
never seen a real one.
middle cactus that's possibly got
It's
a flower
pretty
on
big.
it.
How tall are they? 12 meters tall.
Whoa, no.
That's cap, dude.
No.
We're in America.
building.
Would you like
Yeah,
to put
no.
that in feet?
It's like your house.
It's more like 12 feet. Okay. So that's not like a medieval freaking...
There, look at that one.
Spear.
That's not...
No, that's not it.
No,
It's-
they're really sharp. That's just a baby one. They're really sharp though.
Okay.
I have one in my house.
See, now sliding down it, you'd get
You
caught.
don't think you could punch through that? You.
Sliding down it, you'd get caught.
Ew.
Definitely some weird cactuses.
Yeah.
I don't think you could climb up that, so you'd have to slide down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like you'd slide down and then you get stuck on one of those things sticking out.
No, you go down the middle.
Imagine it just goes right in between your legs, one of the limbs. You just slide down and land on
Yeah.
But yeah,
Let's
so
not.
we're sliding down that one. And into the next question. So this next question is: would you rather be able to read or hear every language?
Here.
Here.
By a long shot, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Traveling to
Hear.
new countries and being able to hear.
Yeah.
But would you be able to speak it?
No.
No, not speak it.
Nope.
Just hear it.
Hear it.
You can just hear it and understand it.
Then I think I might do read.
I mean-
because if you read,
Yeah.
that means you know how to like translate between both. Because reading means you understand how to read both English and the language you're translating. Which
That is true,
means
that is true.
through you wouldn't have to talk through the mouth, but you could still talk to these people or read where you're going and what you're doing.
That do be true.
That would be because I think that's more important.
Yeah, I definitely.
Because you could hear, you could understand.
Because then you
and
can
hear
write it.
Exactly,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
means you can communicate. Which
You can't communicate if you just understand it. I guess.
Yeah,
You,
I don't know.
you should be able to communicate.
Yeah, but it just says.
Oh, he's joining the club.
wasn't you this time.
I already did it.
Yeah, you already did it at the beginning.
Oh, really?
Of the episode. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they just say read and hear, so it doesn't really go off a lot.
But hearing also means you're understanding what they're saying.
yeah,
I feel like
it
both mean you have
especially-
But when you're
comprehension.
reading, you hear it. Like as you're reading, you can hear
yeah,
it
Right.
in
your
your
mental.
brain.
Yeah,
that's true.
There's a loophole in this. I don't
Yeah.
like it.
yeah. I don't know.
We found the better answer. It's
All right.
obvious.
These aren't quite
So-
appealing. Next
so
one.
we'll go one more question because what are we at? 26 minutes. Yeah, we'll go one more question and then we will take an intermission. So
What
this
we got?
this last question here is: would you rather get a chicken?
I can see the question.
Would you rather get a chicken nugget shaped like an Among Us character, or get $99,997
V-Bucks?
US dollars?
I think that the Among Us chicken nugget, if defined enough, would be the most valuable
Yes,
chicken nugget
I-
you could ever have, and therefore
Yeah.
being much more
About the-
valuable
the
than
Harambe
$1
Cheeto,
million.
though. Remember the Harambe Cheeto?
The Jesus chip, y'all seen that one, right?
There's
Jack, these questions are
These are
embarrassing.
terrible.
Hey.
Among Us.
All right, so
We'll come up with our own. Next one. Next, keep going.
Yeah.
no.
let's-
That was the last one. We're taking the.
I think I need to take a break after
got
hearing that
27
question.
We got 27.
We're
No,
good.
Take-
We're good.
Take the inter-
Well,
We're not doing the whole episode on this.
no.
Okay.
okay,
we're not.
we'll come back. We'll come back. What do you want to talk about? We'll talk about what you want to
We'll
talk
talk
about.
about whatever, man. Not would you rather.
We'll be back.
episode.
Okay, we'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
you returned.
We're back.
Are back.
Finish these questions.
Yeah, we'll do a little speed run through the rest of these questions, and then we'll get on to some other topics.
Hoo-ha.
So, first one, you guys may think this is a little silly, but it's kind of got its ups and downs. Would you rather get punched in the face by a fourth grader with brass knuckles, or get punched in the face 4 times, or no, let's do it one time. One time by Mike Tyson.
Oh,
Bro, the fourth grader.
I'm taking the fourth grader.
Yeah.
man.
The
That's
fourth
easy.
grader's a
But he
whimsy
gets a
little-
running head start.
He would
Even
Like
with
a-
a running
like a
head start, he
Superman
wouldn't
punch?
know how to
Yeah,
control
yeah.
his momentum. I don't think.
No.
It would just be like a.
No, it's like that baby. The
All right, let's
bodybuilder
up
baby.
it. Let's up it. Let's say
Just like a scrawny,
Eighth grader.
scrawny 12-year-old. Yeah,
An
let-
eighth grader.
Let's up
I've
it.
seen some big eighth
like skin
graders.
and bones, dude.
like a freshman.
Yeah.
something like
Yeah.
that.
6 foot 130.
Yeah, like
Okay.
like
Oh.
that.
I mean,
that
that's gotta
size
be-
or Mike Tyson
I mean,
once.
does Mike Tyson have gloves on?
No.
Mike
It's-
Tyson will put you to sleep, and you
Instantly,
probably won't
you'd-
wake up.
Yeah.
Concussion, instant concussion.
But 4 punches, like running head start to the face with brass knuckles.
You'd get bloody. You'd,
You'd
get scars.
But you'd recover.
You'd
You'd
survive.
recover.
Maybe.
Yeah,
If
but-
you get knocked in the head, no gloves by Mike Tyson, that's a.
But
You're in the mental hospital.
I'll take one from Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
I'll take one from Mike Tyson because you can't really like.
Have you seen that man's jab? A
Is he jabbing?
I mean, both of them are gonna
No, a
suck.
full-fledged punch. It's not a.
I don't
just
think
quick
you're- I
jab.
don't
It's a
think you're
wind up.
surviving.
That's
Yeah.
you're as soon as contact you
Yeah.
out cold.
He's getting a little old too. So.
But let's say prime Mike Tyson. I feel like that's what we were talking about.
I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of other people have taken it, so I'll just take it.
All right,
Old
That's what
Tyson
she said.
Old
Yeah,
Tyson,
that's what she said.
but
rip your ear
prime
off, Tyson.
No. No way.
Yeah. So I think I would go with the scrawny kid 4
Yeah.
times.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I think
To feel like brass knuckles to the face, like if you got hit in the cheek, is a lot more different if you got like hit in the eye or the forehead, because there's a lot I don't know. Like, imagine if you got punched in the nose with brass knuckles.
face-
I feel like it wouldn't take a lot to break that.
Your face probably wouldn't look the same.
Yeah.
Or if
But-
you got hit in the eye with a brass knuckle, that's
But-
You
that
got hit in the eye
high.
with anything.
But
Yeah.
depending on where Mike punches you,
Yeah.
like if he punches
Side of the
you,
head, you're dying.
yeah, you are
You're a dead
probably
man.
not. You are probably.
I
not
can't
gonna
think
be
of a
thinking the
spot that
same.
would be good to punch. Back of the head,
Yeah.
you're dead. Side of the head, you're dead. Forehead, I don't know.
It's gonna have to be in the middle of your face.
No.
Exactly.
Forehead. Got some. A little bit.
He could shatter. your
Yeah, that's what I'm
frontal-
thinking. Got
I don't
the
know.
baby frontal lobe.
He'll have to just
The right hook, dislocate your jaw.
uh,
Your jaw's on the floor.
put you right to sleep.
All right, well, I'm taking Mike Tyson. You're taking the scrawny kid.
I'm
Who are you
taking the
taking?
scrawny-
I'd probably take the scrawny kid.
Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
That's 2-1-2.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, let's go. Let's go.
All right, what's next?
All right, next, let's see. Would you rather never touch a computer again? Computer being like anything with a CPU, like RAM, any graphics, basically like our phones, any
Ouch.
gaming consoles, anything like that, or never touch the opposite sex ever again? I already got my answer.
Oh, I bet you do.
sex. Are you beta or are you Chad?
Same thing.
Chad that just does not know how to touch technology or
Monkey, literally monkey man.
I just want
Or-
to touch technology. That's easy for me.
yeah. I go back to the prime
like,
days.
if
not
you
gonna
can't
lie.
touch technology, you can't like have a job.
Yeah.
You can't do anything.
Unless you're like farming or something.
You go
Even
farm.
then, even
but-
then, there's
but then
technology.
Yeah, you
yeah,
need to
you
like
still have to make-
contact people.
Yeah.
You're just gonna be Amish, basically.
Yeah, basically.
You'd have to
So
be Amish,
Amish or touch
which
girls?
Amish?
Live off the fat of the land.
Amish with a wife
Amish?
or like Bill Gates or whatever.
Stephen
with the-
King.
I don't know. I
Or
feel like
computers.
Amish could be interesting.
Yeah.
If it's all you ever knew, but if you were like halfway, if you were like in your 20s and then it's like, all right, no technology, I feel like that'd be a big difference.
As far as what I want to do right now, yeah, I'm gonna have to touch technology, but maybe I could switch up my life, live as a nomad in the mountains.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of sweet.
Yeah,
Live
just
off
like a
the
completely
land.
different lifestyle because
Live in
I
a
would
wood-
have to completely change everything as well with
Yeah.
electrical engineering.
I just,
All right.
I think it'd be
Slip.
cool to live off the fat of the land. Like
Yeah.
if you could live like in, because have you guys seen the show? What's it called? Like Wilderness People or something like that, where they live in like really
Wilderness people.
farther. I forget the name of it, but it's far north in
The
like, in
Alaskan
Canada.
bush people.
I think something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
It's good, it's good.
I'd want to do that because imagine how much you could do with time on your hands. Like imagine just a log cabin, but just a mansion you built with your bare hands.
Gold rush.
I feel like that'd be an interesting life.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I don't know. I could probably get used to that. I don't know, living off the land as long as I got like a gun or something like that, and a hatchet. Start survival mode.
I mean, the issue is,
boat
5.2 liter hand-me down.
what the frick are you doing?
What are you guys doing?
No boat goofing.
Yeah,
Alright.
I haven't. I mean, yeah, I would definitely have to never touch computers again, but I would just have to completely change my life.
Yeah.
But I would be fine with that.
The way we've grown up now, it's like we have to choose technology. We
Yeah,
we have
I think
to.
so.
Yeah,
We just
but,
do.
Like, I mean,
I don't think we
if-
could
if-
make a 180 like that.
I think
I
I
don't
think
know.
I could. I honestly
I say that, but
honestly,
I honestly
with
don't know.
with how much I use technology, I think I would be fine just going off and just living with nature, just fishing, hunting, fishing, loving every day.
But you can't use the pontoon boat. You can't
Does it have
like
a
you can't
fish-
drive
fish
anything.
fin?
They all have
Yeah,
computers in
big
them.
stuff.
No,
I don't-
not if it's like just a regular like your rowboat.
That's true. But you have to find something before 1980.
Get a kayak.
Dude, I hate kayaks so
Yak.
much.
Straight
Yeah.
yak.
Yakking.
Kayaks
Yakking.
can just cease to exist, in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't.
Canoe all the way.
I don't like fishing in a kayak.
No.
No, that sounds like it'd be
It's
annoying.
like you just like cast and then you just like start.
Because if it's a
rocking.
big enough fish, you're about to flip over.
Yeah.
Just
It
dragging you
just
around the
drags
lake.
you around the lake. That'd be funny. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, if I could completely change my life around, I think I would do no technology. But if it's the life I'm
One or the
living
other.
now.
One or the other.
But
If no, I'm saying if it's the life I'm living now, I guess I'm gonna be gay.
nowadays, if you did no technology and was still under the impression you'd be able to get a wife, how you gonna meet her? You ain't.
Amish.
meets over the phone.
The Amish. Yeah, no. I guess.
You know,
Do the
everybody
phones-
meets over
do
the internet. And
No,
stuff
I'm saying like computer, as in like it also has RAM and graphics.
but that I consider that a phone. As
No,
well.
no, like
We're getting way too deep in this.
if you had like if you had
Way
like
too
a
deep in
Nokia, like just some old phone. Yeah,
I mean,
you could communicate that
guess.
way.
yeah.
That's the only way you'd be able to do it, though.
All right, we need a next
All right,
question.
yeah.
We're getting too deep.
Yeah.
All right,
Technology.
That's what she said.
Technology. All the way.
technology.
I have to.
Knowledge.
Knowledge is power.
Next one.
We have technology. Yeah, that one episode of SpongeBob. All right.
Yes.
So yes, I don't know. The
Magic
all right.
conch.
The last question I have here is: would you rather play games on a console or play games on a PC with the same specs as a console?
The same specs?
Yeah.
PC. All the way. You can do
I-
so much more with a PC. But you have those...
What was the question?
What are the games called that you can't play on anything else?
Just exclusive.
Exclusives? There's a different name for it, but... Yeah, that's... There's not that many good ones, really.
I'm so
No.
okay. What
there
was
are
the question again?
All right,
PC
would you
with the
rather
same-
Would you rather be a console gamer or a PC gamer?
With the same specs in each thing,
Yeah.
so they each run
Yeah.
the same way.
I honestly would choose console
I'm a console guy.
because I've done both. I would so much rather
Because this is
play
just as a
console.
gamer, you could just look stuff up on your phone. I just prefer
Yeah.
console games.
But there's no Discord on console.
Yeah, but
there's
there are,
Xbox
like,
party
party
chats.
chats.
There's
You
in-game
can't watch
chats and-
King Ass Ripper on a console as easily as you can on a PC.
You'd be surprised. There's Internet Explorer. There's YouTube.
Well, yeah, but then you gotta go like...
But
Yeah,
once
but,
you're
like-
there, you're there though.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, it just like PC for sure because it's simply more efficient.
Yeah.
Like I
Yeah,
can do more on a PC.
You can do
I mean-
work on a PC.
No, this is for playing games though.
Yeah, that's
'cause
what
then
I mean.
then I can
Specifically
do
for
work
games.
and also games on the same.
Yeah,
thing.
but like
And I like keyboard and mouse better than
I-
controller.
I'm a
You know,
sucker
I
for
would-
like
I would
controllers.
so much rather just play console because I think it's the way just I grew up.
Yeah.
I didn't have a gaming PC until a couple of years ago.
Right.
And then when I started playing him, it's kind of weird. It's kind of like the same. I feel like it's kind of the same dynamic as like, what's it when you like work and sleep in the same room, like a little
Right.
bit away from
No, I
your
know what you
computer,
mean.
and then you can't like feel at
Distinguish
ease
the difference.
because
It's staring at you.
Yeah.
I work a lot, not a lot, but like schoolwork, editing, all that stuff on my computer.
Yeah.
And then I can't like, it feels weird on the same like machine, just booting up a game and trying to have a good time. For me, it just feels
Consoles
weird.
just know you're gaming.
Yeah.
Consoles, you know that
You're
gaming,
in the
you know?
mood.
Right, and I think controllers just a lot more relaxed gaming. Controllers kick back, sit on the couch, play your games on a big screen TV.
Yeah.
Where PC's the huddled up playing like this. And I
For
don't
what you can't connect to, you can't do the.
You can connect a controller to a PC.
Yeah, we're
right,
not allowed to.
But that's I don't know. I feel like that's how I put it in my head, at least because PC's PC to me and console's console, like where it's like computer mouse type thing. But I mean, even with a controller,
you.
I'd still it'd have. I I don't know.
For
I think
everybody listening, my dad just sneezed a bunch.
I think I'd just rather have a console.
Sounds
'Cause
like the dude from Cat in the Hat.
Jack explained it pretty well. I think I'd just rather have something that boot up and know it's gaming time.
And another
This-
thing,
gaming time.
exclusives, like all Nintendo games, all like Sony games that are exclusives.
Well,
all
you pirate those on the
Microsoft.
computer, though.
But emulators.
Yeah,
That's what
that
I
at
was
the
saying.
same time. That at the same time.
But you can get viruses and malware from
Yeah.
emulators.
Plenty
Yeah.
is possible with the PC, but there's also a lot of
a lot
risk
of limitations to it.
and smaller screen and probably worse posture.
The gamer chair.
Yeah, the freaking.
the Shire.
Whereas I guess you can kind of lean back with console, but
That's-
you can also lean back with PC.
Yeah,
if you
Yeah,
wanted
if
to.
you
And I guess if we're getting into it, like you can have a TV screen and connect that to your PC.
yeah. So I mean, I don't know.
It's
I'm
just the
kinda
mental
just a
aspect for you
preference.
guys.
Yeah, it's just the preference.
Yeah.
You guys grew up and liked consoles, and it has like kind of a place in your heart. So it's
Yeah.
like duh.
Yeah.
But for Ian and I mean, we grew up with consoles too, but
Yeah.
I guess recently we just like the utility of PCs.
Did
so
you guys
that's-
ever have games on your parents' computers as a kid?
Oh, yeah.
What'd you guys play?
Call of Duty. My
kinda.
dad had Call of Duty.
I had like
the first like 3
Titanic
games.
game.
Oh, really?
That was my first game.
I remember the
played.
I Spy games were really crazy.
They were fun.
Those were, oh man. Even the books were just kind of like really trippy. Just, I don't know.
In recent light, so my mom's work friend, she takes home his brand new Xbox X. I think is it
Series
the new
X?
one? The
Yeah, Series X, a refrigerator.
So we do updates for him because he has like limited Wi-Fi.
Right.
So we take it home. She updates it for him. She finds Grand Theft Auto 5.
Uh-oh.
Oh
She
yeah,
boot-
you
how
told
old
me
is
that.
he?
Oh, I don't know.
She just doesn't want to playing it.
No.
What?
What?
Oh, I don't know.
This guy's a full-grown man.
She takes
Oh.
his,
But
like
she-
she just downloads stuff. for him
Oh, I
because he
thought it
has
was like a
limited
kid.
Wi-Fi.
Okay, that makes more sense.
No, it's her coworker. But she boots up GTA 5, doesn't know what she's doing. So I come down, get her in a car. Her favorite thing to do, I taught her how to drive.
Yeah.
She does burnouts and just like gets on the sidewalk, kills people. She runs up to women and punches them because she thinks that's funny.
Oh, no.
Put her in a Porsche. She went like 160 into the ocean.
Oh, my goodness.
Dude, the flying cars and
That's the
San
biggest appeal to
Andreas.
that game because
Just-
the game is a very realistic and
You can use PC to hack. For
I-
GTA 5.
I wouldn't do that. I think hacking is really boring.
as far as those kinds of games, especially Grand Theft Auto, and why it blew up, I think is because it's so
The money hacks and
no, it's just the game itself and why people
There's-
like it is
yeah,
because
so much attention to detail.
no,
no.
not at all.
Just how fun it is.
It's fun because it's a lot of things that you will never be able to do in real life.
Yeah.
Unless you're a psychopath.
That's,
Yeah,
why
the
people, that's why people like Call of
replayability.
Duty.
People, it's just Grand Theft Auto in particular because you can make your
Yeah.
own person and then you can do so much awful
A
things
second life, basically.
that you would never do in real life, but you kind of wish you could because
Yeah,
there's this sort of what's it called? It's like
Laws?
that thing deep inside of you that you want to do bad, but like
Oh,
never
your
do.
Ooh.
what's it called?
Desire.
something thoughts.
No.
No.
Shower thoughts.
No.
I can't think of the
I
term.
don't know. But yeah, it's like
It's like a morbid curiosity. That's
Yes,
what it is.
Yeah.
that's it.
Yep.
So stuff like that. I mean, I think it's also just the replayability. I mean, there's just so much creativity that can go
And-
behind it. Like you can play it just for the base game, but
and you can
I've
just
heard there's just
mess
a really
around
big
and
following
spend
for like.
hours.
I mean,
The
it sounds
online-
cringy,
I know
but
the
just the
online
online
scene.
roleplay community
Yeah.
for GTA 5 is really big.
And you can do that on PC with G2A, which you cannot do on console.
But I don't know. I think that's just a big thing part of it as well because I never had GTA as a kid, but I had I don't know if you guys have ever played the Lego Marvel game and you had the entire. This was when I was like 9 though. So you had the entire. They mapped all of New York City in this Lego game, and you got cars, you got vehicles, and you could fly, and you could just do all this crap in the city. And I just remember being so much fun because you could just run
Yeah.
over people, you could
Well,
break stuff,
yeah.
just do whatever. And I thought that was a ton of fun. That's why I think like creative games are just so
Yeah.
good because they're so replayable.
And that, and just like, in my opinion, my favorite types of games are just games that are just fun in general just to play. Like, a recent example, beginning of the year, finished the Spider-Man game for PS4.
The first one, right?
Yeah. It's,
Like you just enjoy gameplay.
yeah, and it's, just like it's also an exclusive. No,
You can play it on PC.
yeah, but
Free Wi-Fi.
it is so fun just to like mess around and
Yeah.
just like swing all because it's also mapped
cities.
pretty well to New York City,
Yeah.
and it is just so fun to just like mess around in that game and just kill bad guys and all that stuff.
So
yeah.
what we're getting at is open worlds are a lot more fun.
No, not open worlds, but open worlds, but just like games where you can just mess around and
Sandbox.
Yeah,
Sandbox,
It's like-
sandbox
that's a
games.
better word.
And that kind of appeals to the kid thing because I remember when I was little, all I wanted to do was just gameplay because I was so
Yeah.
impatient as a
Yeah,
kid.
Yeah.
right.
I just go onto a game and play it. I remember there was this game, Need for Speed Underground 2.
Yes.
Okay, I always played that game and I never progressed because I didn't know how.
Yeah.
All I did
Oh,
is
you
just
get to
drive around and
drive.
You
slam
get
into
so
stuff.
frustrated
Yeah.
doing like campaigns as a
It
kid.
was
I
so
was so
confusing.
stupid.
I was so lost.
Yeah.
I'd
And
have
you
to
ever go back to old games and like, did I not understand
Yeah.
this really?
And it's so easy now.
That's what I realized because I replayed, like, speaking of Lego games, I played the original Lego game, like the Star Wars one.
Lego.
Oh, dude, did you play it in school?
Yeah.
You played it your senior year in school.
Yeah.
You
And
had
it
an
was-
Xbox controller. You're going
Yes,
like
and
this.
it was. And
Oh
it was
yeah, I
like,
remember that.
like the last few weeks of school or whatever.
That was
Yeah, and just replaying that over, I remember being stuck on these
Yes,
puzzles
it's so
for
easy.
hours and sitting there and getting mad and like losing my crap. And
Yeah.
it's like all you have to do is break a box and press B.
It's funny that you say
Like-
that. Yeah, because even now, like from, for example, 18 to 19, I read some things like last year, and I understand it, but then
Yeah.
now I understand it a little better.
Right.
And
Just
I don't know if that continues. It probably dwindles off after like late 20s.
I think
Yeah.
it's just the
But
experience
I
and
can
like
feel like a little bit increase, but it's like diminishing returns.
bigger brain.
Yeah, it's like
Because
from
your
14
brain's
to
still
15.
growing until like what
25,
25,
yeah.
25.
But I'm thinking like 14 to 15, like that's a huge increase.
Right,
And then like
yeah.
as you get, it's like, you know.
Right. So all those games you play, but that's I think what made the game so much more fun is how many hours you'd put into it and how games now are predictable. And it's people are like it's
too
like
much
3 hours
control.
of content
Yeah.
and you're done.
Too much
And it's
control.
like when you're a kid, it's like what would be possibly a 12-hour game you made into like
Yeah,
a 12,
forever.
11-month game that you'd never stop playing.
Yeah.
It's so
Like-
guided and straightforward. Like it just
It
amazes
had
me how
menus
it
in the bottom right corner telling you do this, and I'd still not know what to do. Or it'd be press. I don't know if you guys got confused the L2 and R2 as a kid because there was the top bumpers
You
and
have to-
bottom
you have to
bumpers.
hit 'em with the-
You'd have to go hit the same time, and yeah, you'd flip it over and be like, which one's what, and you'd still wouldn't get it. I remember that
I got that as a kid.
because it's
You play PS2. Like,
which one are they talking
No,
about?
you gotta hit it with the.
yeah.
The
That is
only,
upside
the
down, so
only
you gotta
thing
flip
worse
it.
was that was pressing down on the D-pad or the what is it, the scroll
Because wasn't
button.
it called D3?
Yeah.
I was like, where's
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Because you had to
is
press
this?
down on it, and I never knew how to do that. That was so confusing. Yeah, I think that's what made games so much more fun when you're younger, because you had no experience, so it's just all you knew. Because newer games would be like, oh, I know this from another game, so this makes it a lot
Yeah.
more easier. When this was like,
I mean,
you're
we're
just
just-
diving right into it.
Maybe we're just vets. And we
Yeah.
don't,
Yep.
we don't enjoy games anymore because
No.
we
Yeah.
played them too much.
Yeah,
in my opinion, and like, because I played Spider-Man at the beginning of this year, it's just like, to me, I think my favorite types of games are just games where you are pretty much given all the freedom to
Yeah,
do whatever,
yeah.
and you can. A big thing for me is just like movement. I love games with like super good movement.
Yeah,
Just like
that's important.
yeah,
And
get,
just yeah,
I think the games that got me hooked on that were like the 3D Mario games. Just like, you know,
yeah.
Those
Si-
were good.
Mario
Super Mario
64,
Galaxy was
yeah,
really good too. Oh, I love
Sunshine
Galaxy.
64, Odyssey. What?
I said, oh, Luna.
No,
The star thing?
no, the girl,
No,
or right?
that's
Rosalina.
Rosalina,
Yeah,
and then Luna's
that's
the
it.
start.
Yeah.
But dude,
Luna.
those games like got me hooked on like just movement type games. 'cause
Yeah.
it's just like I don't know. That's what just like releases the most serotonin in my head.
Yeah.
It's just like
I think that's mutual for everyone because
Yeah.
now that I think about it, all the games I used to love as a kid, and really I still do now, are just games that you have free reign.
yeah.
There's no
Not
objective.
the 2Ds and I don't know.
Yeah.
I know you're into like some of the story games, but I don't think I could sit through a story game. For
I mean,
that long.
The only
It's a
games
movie,
that
dude.
the only games that I can really say that are like that I like are games by Naughty Dog. And speaking of that, last night I finished The Last of Us 2.
Oh, you finally finished it.
Yeah, it's like a 30-hour game.
that's just
So long.
Yeah,
That's
it's
such a
a beautiful
long
game,
game.
like so beautiful. It's pretty much like a movie. It's pretty much like a 30-hour long movie.
Enjoyable.
yeah.
Yeah, but like the thing is, they went all in on like the story and the graphics and like the attention to detail on like some of the things in the game, but
Gameplay's poop.
gameplay is pretty poopy.
Which should be the core. I think.
Yeah, because like I mean, it's not like the worst, but it's pretty much copy and pasted from the first game.
But that's
which-
what they're known for.
Yeah,
that's
but,
what
like-
they're known for is the story.
yeah, but like
Especially when it's a movie.
It pissed me off so much because like the first game came out in 2013. This game came out last year, 2020.
Yeah.
And it's literally like the same exact game, like one little difference here and there.
In the plot?
No, not in the gameplay. I'm talking about
Okay.
the gameplay.
Yeah.
It was just like it was such a disappointment. Because I got my fill from that with the first game, which I completed at the end of the year, end of last year.
Yeah.
And then I played this. I started this game at the beginning of summer, and I was like, all right, I hope they touched on a lot of the other stuff. Like, hopefully there's a lot more things you can do. Pretty much the same thing. It is like they added you can go prone. You can add silencers to pistols. You can I think hiding in grass. It's just
kind of duck down.
Yeah, it's just
little things that can mess with the game.
Those are the main things that they changed.
That's
it's
nothing. It's like that's like a patch update.
I know.
In Call of Duty.
Now you're
I know.
lay
It's
down.
it made me so mad because I could only play the game for a couple hours at most, and then I'd be like, all right, I'm bored.
Yeah.
I think that kind of game really caters to a certain preference because I think people have different gaming preferences. I don't think it's all free world like what we like.
Yeah.
I have a mood. Like, I recently started playing the Call of Duty Ghost campaign.
Yeah,
and I just
good
wanted to go
campaign.
through it for the nostalgia.
Yeah.
Once you do it once, you usually don't want to do it
Exactly.
again,
It's
but
just
years
like
later-
watching a movie. You forget how it went.
Yeah, we play Call of Duty. Did you play Call of Duty?
Yeah.
Okay. Best multiplayer Call of Duty.
Oh, see now I
You-
only
you
played.
already know.
See, I only started
I know
playing
what
Call
you
of
mean.
Duty
Well, alright.
3 years ago.
Yeah, no, so my thing is I never played MW2 or MW3 because I heard those are also really good for multiplayer.
I've played those. I didn't think they were as good as the one we're thinking of.
But Black Ops 2.
Black Ops 2
I've just heard
multiplayer.
that's.
Ops.
I never played it when it was in its prime, so
Dude, the kids in the chat. It's not even the gameplay that
it's
matters.
just
It's
the
people.
community.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Culture.
It was just so much more
They're
different. 'cause
so mean.
Yeah.
They're so greasy.
Yeah.
Everyone was ruthless.
Yeah.
Everyone
They're
was a
actually
no-lifer
ruthless.
in it, and now it's like people get reported, people get banned.
The gamer
people lose
base
accounts.
used to be 12 to 15. Everyone was on 360.
Everyone would shit
exactly.
come home after
The
middle
one,
school.
one earbud right here that hung over, and then it was a
Yep.
mic on this side that you'd plug into your controller.
Dude,
Let's
all
play
the-
zombies after school.
And that's where the
the
gamer
Customizable emblems. Remember
yeah,
those?
yes,
Yeah,
those
remember
were
some of those?
terrible.
Yeah, people
Uh,
make nude emblems.
Literally,
Yeah.
And that's where I think the gamer
Spend hours on
stereotype
that.
came from, was literally just those I don't know, early
Yeah.
teen years.
As far as game design, I don't think that's the winner.
No.
But it's just such a nostalgic and
Just
and
a
great,
classic.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's also I think it's also just fun just to if you have
And
your
the
boys.
zombies was really
Yeah.
good.
I mean,
too.
it's got good physics and everything,
Yeah.
but it doesn't really stand out to me as the best.
Black Ops 2.
No, yeah.
I just liked it because it was the pinnacle of
Yeah.
quick scoping.
I think
Yeah,
that's
I
just
actually
when
got
Call of Duty
really good
reached
at
its
it too,
height,
though.
because I remember Call of Duty as as
Yeah, I
a
got
game
cracked
just
at
being
Fortnite.
untouchable at that time. Nothing else rivaled Call of Duty in its prime.
No.
Everyone was like,
No way.
you play Call of Duty, right? Just everyone
Yeah.
played Call
That
of Duty.
game.
Everybody
I was a
it was
full
just-
diamond kid.
Exactly. So it's though everyone played it and everyone knew that that's the go-to game.
Yeah.
Everyone got, Black Ops. Everyone got Call of Duty, and it was
game.
just everyone knew we are ready for the next Call of Duty. We are
Yes.
Dorito munching, monster
It
drinking
lived for-
fiends.
It lived forever.
I
Yeah.
did like the World War II multiplayer.
Yeah,
That was pretty fun.
I think a lot of people just didn't like that game just because of how much microtransactions they put into it.
I know we got into the
But-
multiplayer for a little bit.
Well,
That
it's
was
pretty
fun.
fun.
Yeah, but in my opinion,
I like the vibe of it.
yeah, the base multiplayer because I think that was after was it Infinity?
Yeah, after
Infinite
Infinity.
Warfare.
Infinite Warfare.
Where-
Infinity War.
No, because it went back to their roots,
yeah, not
World
not
War
literally
II shooting
jumping on walls.
Which
Yeah,
I
hated
think
that.
I think it was stupid.
Yeah,
I don't
hated
th-
that.
I don't
They
know why
tried.
people
I think-
have
I
good
think-
I respect
think-
the hustle. They tried.
Yeah, I played Black
They
Ops
tried to
3
be
a decent
Titanfall.
amount.
That's
Yeah.
all they did. Is just try to be Titanfall and totally failed.
I played Black Ops 3 multiplayer a decent amount. I liked it, but I was like, this isn't Call of Duty.
It was just
The only cool thing was the
futuristic.
guns, and that's
There's
it.
nothing real about it.
No.
Yeah.
And that appeals to the realness that we
Yeah.
want.
Yeah.
There's nothing real
Which
about
why I
Call of
think
Duty, but,
Battlefield.
I mean,
was
you'll get
such
shot
a fun
twice
game.
and be
I
fine.
don't know. If,
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have played Battlefield, but Battlefield 5 and Battlefield
Love
1.
it.
Those games are just so much fun because the explosions. Have you guys seen how big the in-game explosions are? The in-game explosions
Isn't
are
it Battlefield 5? Isn't it like that trailer where they had a blimp fall down?
Yeah, it's
Oh, yeah,
actual
yeah.
gameplay. I play it here and there, and it's just so much fun every time. Just the graphics,
Yeah, they
and
have
it's
weight.
just such a good simulation
Oh, yeah.
game. It's just so crazy.
It's
the
pretty.
Molotovs spread and burn. The buildings explode. The buildings are not there to stay. Tanks run through buildings.
Yeah, it's cool.
And it's just such an interesting, because you're not safe anywhere. But in
Yeah.
games that you play like Call of Duty, you're like,
Yeah.
oh, this is a barrier.
Okay,
They
this
can't-
is
Yeah,
never gonna
yeah.
But
Okay,
this
this is where
is
I'm gonna
like
camp.
there is an airstrike coming, and this entire checkpoint is going to be in ashes.
That's really
in a couple
cool,
of
yeah.
seconds, and that's I think just so much fun. If you're into like the old, you're not going to be playing with like M16s or stuff like that. It's going to be
Yeah.
ping, then you go for another shot, that sort of stuff.
Did you play Rainbow Six?
I got into it for a little while.
That was one of
some
the
of my
games I
friends
liked.
got me into it, but it was when I started playing. It had already reached its competitive height. My
Yeah,
mom,
and you were just
and
trash
I was
at it.
just done for.
Yeah.
Everyone just crapped on me. I got messages after every game, and it just
Like,
it
you're
just
trash.
it is
Quit while
such
you're ahead.
it
Dog
is
water.
exactly. Rainbow is such a toxic community. It's either you're good or get out of my game.
Yeah.
They don't want
And
people to waste their time.
People
Yeah.
sweat so hard.
That's-
on
And
it.
that's just
That's
what I
the
couldn't.
problem.
I
Yeah.
couldn't get past that, and I
Yeah.
just after a couple games, I was just done.
That
My dad
kinda
had it
sucks.
since 2015.
Bro.
My mom bought it for him, and he started the tutorial. He
you
got
told me
stuck
about it.
in the plane, which is the very first mission, and never played
Yep.
it after
Didn't-
that.
didn't-
Never touched it since then. He played it for like a couple hours, and he just never made it past the tutorial. And I never knew this, so I asked him like, when it started to get popular, because it wasn't popular when it released. It took a couple years for
Yeah,
it to
it
get
was-
yeah.
popular.
It was a small
'Cause it-
developer.
yeah, and so when it finally came to its height, I'm like, didn't you play this? Like, were you any good at it? And he's like, I don't know. I'm like, what do you mean I don't know? He's like, I never got past the plane mission. I'm like, well, how far is the plane mission? I look it up. It's the first one. So he never got through that. And it was, I don't know. I just thought it was funny.
Didn't you? I remember you telling me you were like, I want to play this game, and then your dad said, I didn't.
Yeah.
I don't want you playing this until I get past.
Get through it.
Get
And
through
so
it.
I never got to play it. And when he finally lets me play it, he's like, fine, I'll watch you lose all the time. I won the first time.
That's a game that I would call athletic. And
Yeah,
I know
I
it's
don't-
stupid
yeah.
to put that title on it, but
But I know it's like it's
In
not even a
gamer
put down to
terms.
my dad, but it's you don't have the same finger movement you do when you're younger. You don't have
Yeah.
the same coordination or like
Yeah.
adaptability you do when you're
Yeah.
younger. You're what
need
he was
to have-
playing to what
you need
I'm playing
heightened
now.
senses.
Exactly. Where it's like, where Fortnite
Big
was a
brain.
thing where it's like imagine trying to get a 40-year-old to play Fortnite right now in
I
the
got
state
one.
that it's in. Like you'd never.
Fortnite.
I got one.
Fortnite. We like
I got one for you.
Yeah.
Guitar Hero.
Oh yeah. Oh
Guitar
yeah.
Hero
that is
is
not
just-
related whatsoever.
We're talking about
gaming-
video games.
I
Video
played it a
games.
bit as a
And
kid, but
heightened
I never got
senses.
into it. Never
Never?
Garage
No.
Band or never
Well,
Guitar Hero. I
Yeah,
played it a
Garage
couple
Band on your
times.
iPhone.
That's freaking.
Garage.
What do you mean heightened senses?
You have to have some good coordination in your
Yeah.
fingers.
Yeah, you just learn the motion.
But that's
But you
it's,
have to
I think it's
be able to do
memorization.
everything in
Yeah.
sync.
Yeah,
But dude,
Once it's
that game
calibrated,
that
it's
is that is.
I know it's hard. I played, but it's like I'm saying. It's like once you learn the motion,
It's
still
yeah,
difficult.
there's,
It starts
there's
to
a
get
limit to
muscle
how good
memory.
you can get because
Yeah.
you're not competing
yeah.
against somebody else that is really good at it.
Right.
So I guess
But
Right.
that is one hell of a game.
You played.
One
You said
hell
you
of a
played Need for
series.
Speed, right?
Yeah.
You ever get into racing games?
yeah.
I love my racing games.
Oh, Mario
I think
Kart?
everyone kind of dogs on them a little too much because I know Forza gets
I
released
like
every
it.
6 years.
I like
But
racing
I
games.
have a blast with Forza. I just got into it again like a year and a half ago.
I like
I
the
got
drifting
Forza
games.
Horizon 4. Yeah, and I got.
You gotta be a car nerd for
I got
Forza.
a
Yeah.
1982 Nissan Skyline, and I pimped exactly, and I pimped the crap out of it. I made it. I got.
You
fat,
said Horizon?
Yeah, Forza Horizon 4, and it's beautiful. The graphics are amazing. You can
Oh,
change your
yeah.
perspective to be inside the car, and it's even the right side. It's not the left side of the car like all the
Oh,
other
it's a
games
drift
do.
car.
It's a drift car, and I have it back heavy. I have all of the tuning changed up to drift. So all I do when I drive with my wide tires is I just sway like this on straight roads. You just do this, hit corners, and it's just so much fun. And it makes me
constant turbo
I don't know
noises.
if it sounds nerdy, but the idea, I never saw the appeal of racing games until I was older. I've liked them as a kid, but the idea of doing a really good simulated racing game is you don't pay for gas, but you get the thrill of driving if it's real enough. And
Yeah.
I think that could be really interesting if it's done well. I don't want
Yeah.
the
Racing
nerd
games-
I don't want the nerd setup with the pedals in the living room where it's
You
like
got your VR
No,
headset
no,
on,
that
you're
it'd
like,
have to be like an arcade thing.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking
Where you
about.
put on a VR
Something
headset.
that's
fully
you
immersive.
have-
And
yeah.
it's exactly that's what I
Stand up.
think where racing games could be in its prime. Because if especially with like a throttle that you could feel
Yeah.
in your
Yeah.
feet, that
Yeah.
would just be a game changer.
It
for
would
oh, like
be.
you can feel the G's.
Yes, you could feel G's, you could feel a kick, you
Like
could have
yeah.
tightened turns.
Yeah, like one of those arcade machines that rocks you around.
Exactly.
I gotta say, if it was that would change the game. But for me, I get no rush with car games. I literally
Really?
just play them because I like cars.
Yeah.
Like
that's,
it's cool to hear the noises.
and that's that's what I liked about Forza is you get the perspective from, I got a curve monitor, so I put it right in front of my face. I get the inside of the car, and I watch the hands turn and doing races, because I always played with the
Do you play
3D
manual?
perspective.
You
can't
can't play
and I
automatic. There's no way you can play automatic.
You hit him
There's
with the
3D perspective, and it's always watching from the outside of the car, and that's all I ever did. So when I switched it to the inside, watching your car drift and seeing the outside of the tracks while, drifting around corners, I don't know. I just found a
I
new
dig
joy
it.
for it. Just from, like, after you learn how to drive, I think it changes racing games for you. But I don't know. That's why I like doing it, because I don't have to pay for it.
Yeah.
Besides the online subscription, which I don't understand why they're still doing when the games are $60 and the consoles are $500.
Man, that's
Whole
when-
different topic.
I don't want to get into that.
Yeah.
PC.
They're not expensive.
PC, you
Get
don't have to pay.
free Wi-Fi.
Free Wi-Fi
Anywhere you
anywhere
go.
you
So,
go, except
that-
you have to pay for it.
All right, what time are
Well,
we at? Do we have
we
time
ended-
for anything else?
I think
No.
what we reached the conclusion of is gaming's pretty sweet,
Gaming.
and can't do it like we used to. But
Well, we don't have the time.
that's a
we
whole
don't have the
nother
time,
story,
and we don't.
so-
You don't have the time to listen to us anymore, probably because we're going to be going out of here.
all right, Eminem. Let's. I think that's a wrap for
any,
today.
any closing thoughts for this?
I would
fourth-
rather not do Would You Rather,
No
Well,
would you
we'll
rather?
keep-
or at least make intelligent ones for next
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
Okay.
No more
Well, I
Among
wanted
Us
to switch
chicken
it up.
nuggets.
Get some silly ones in there.
Yeah,
as
yeah,
well.
Yeah.
Um.
We had a
All
good.
part of the
we
learning
had
process.
We had good
Yeah.
intentions. Hope you guys enjoyed it.
Yep.
Thank
Thank you for listening and watching
That
on
concludes-
YouTube, Spotify, whatever.
SoundCloud.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
That
Subscribe
concludes
to one
Yeah.
dude.
Episode 4.
yeah. We'll
See
see
you
you guys in
guys.
the next one.
Next week.
Peace.